is enjoying their holiday and everything. And like I said before, those of you that are still infatuated with your extended family, and which happen to be quite different than human beings, but yet somehow you have embraced that. So they've come a part of your daily life. So I hope the bonding process and everything and reproduction, works out. I hope you're really able to cross over some scientific boundaries that we haven't quite, found out about those primates yet. But shout out to my people. Shout out to my black people. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about the title at hand, right? Let's talk about the situation. Devin Haney loses April 20th, last April 20th. And Ryan Garcia wins that fight. Controversy follows. Ryan Garcia testing positive. At this point in time, we are at Wednesday, halfway through the week, and supposedly the NY State Athletic Commission will be rendering some type of response, right? I don't know. Real talk, I don't want to tell you all they're going to come back with something, but I did tell you all this. I say you're not going to be happy with the results on how this whole thing play out. I told you this months ago. I said you're not going to be happy with the way the results come about. For those of you that's up here looking for a hanging, a lynching, anything to that, it's not going to happen. You know what I'm saying? I told you all that long time ago. I said, whatever you're looking to happen from this fight, as far as Ryan Garcia's punishment, it's never going to placate whatever your vengeance is. And a lot of you niggas really don't have no vengeance when it comes to defending Devin, because you wasn't his fan anyway. You just jumping on this shit just because it's a point of argument and you feel it's a good topic. All of a sudden, I want to pretend like I don't like Ryan. So I don't like Ryan, but I really wasn't a heavy supporter of Devin. That's what y'all niggas saying, right? I just don't like how Ryan did that. Hey, let me tell you again. A lot of you cats are not even into fitness. You never took a supplement in your life. The only routine you have is heading to the package store and buying a 6 to 12. Before you liquor drinkers, you know where to find the bottle. Well, a lot of you cats has never been in the training regiment where you had to go up here and get to a certain goal. Like, let's just say, for instance, losing weight, gaining muscle. A lot of you don't even know what to look for if you go into a GNC over the counter. So when Ryan popped dirty for Ostarine, what happened? You know what I'm saying? What happened? Y'all all want to become experts at a supplement that's on the ban list and nobody gives a damn about. So how do we rectify this issue? Stop caring so much about a situation that you're not going to be able to change. Stop caring so much about something leading up to April 20th that you didn't give a damn about. A lot of you same people that's rallying for Devin Haney's freaking justice, y'all wasn't supporting him heavy before he stepped in there at all, bro. You know what I'm saying? Y'all wasn't supporting that dude. Hold on for a second. As I was saying, right? There's a lot of individuals that was looking and hoping Devin lost that fight. You can't say that for me, even though I'm not a heavy Devin supporter. You know, I was hoping he'd go in there and beat Ryan Garcia. It's on record. You know what I'm saying? It's on record. I was hoping he'd go in there and get the victory over Ryan Garcia. But ultimately, he did not. Whatever plan that they may have had from the fight camp into the ring, it didn't work. It wasn't effective. It doesn't matter how many times Bill Haney get on here and talk about, you know, he's not negotiating any fight until they adjudicate his son's record and accordingly make it doesn't matter, bro. I can see if it came down to a split decision. And I'm just being honest there, Bill. I understand you in these streets. I understand who you are. I know all that. This has nothing to do with that. This has nothing to do with stature. This has something to do with you all stepping up for one of the biggest fights of your career, competition-wise, outside of Lomachenko. This was a fight at 140 pounds where you was going to defend your title against a guy who was supposed to be the top five, the Fab Five, or whatever they was trying to title them top names at the lightweight division, and you end up taking that over. But now, when you look at the whole the makeup of 140, it was just a bad strategy that y'all had that wasn't effective at all. You're supposed to have alternative, or you know, you're supposed to have a plan B for whatever Ryan Garcia and his team was bringing. And I know you was in there with a champion trainer in Derrick James, a two-time trainer of the year. I know you was your back was up against the wall, but Devin's back was on the wall. It was on the canvas. And that's what people are looking at. They're looking at it like, man, we was looking for Devin to at least give us a fight that was down to the wire, that he competed the best that he possibly could. And the way Ryan Garcia was able to dominate him, that's what people are looking at. They're not looking at, or they're not trying to hear too much about the Osterring. Yes, is very ex parte, so to speak. The narratives that they putting out here, like people are just being extremely biased as they pushing their narratives. I get it. Real talk. I get where they at. Seriously. I understand. You know, boxing fans are very finicky, disloyal, freaking backstabbing. That's boxing fans for you. They can be the same ones as rooting for Ryan. Ryan wins, and they felt like Devin was done wrong. They'll hop over there to Devin and say, hey, Devin, always had your back, buddy. Always had your back. Yeah, they always had your back. Don't listen to all these other people. Always had your back. And they didn't. What's going on with it, Sir Singing? Sir Singing say he being a crybaby. Speaking of that, let me talk about what Teofimo Lopez did. Teofimo did it more so to say, you know, it's for a move when it comes to business of boxing. And Teo said he retired because, you know, he wanted to get more money, and you know, he's bigger than what they are putting him out there. He knows his brand is much larger than how they're looking at him. So he was trying to prove a point again, just like he did with the Lomachenko fight, negotiating, and then took the Kambosos fight to purse bid. That's what he was doing. Shakur Stevenson, I don't know why he said he retired, but that was a wolf ticket. But the fact that he tried to follow suit with Teofimo Lopez, though, because that's the second. That was the first brother to do it. That's the second fighter. And then now Devin Haney. I don't see the purpose why you would retire. This is why, Devin. You still are the champion. You came out with a moral victory. You didn't get the victory on paper, but you have to be patient enough to see what the results is going to be. If the results would have came back, they just going to move it to a no contest, but yet you still keep that L on your record, then maybe you retire after then and say, I'm up out of here. I don't think this is a good time for me to be in the sport. I'm gonna take some time off. I'm gonna take about a couple of years out. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take a couple of years off. But you coming out of nowhere saying you're gonna take a couple of years off. People want to know what encouraged this move. Why? What's the purpose of you taking 2 years off right now? You're going to use 2 years. You're going to use 2 years of your young boxing career to prove a point to those individuals that don't care. It may be some that do care, but majority that don't care. I'm looking at your responses on X, and they're killing you over there, brother. They said you could take 2 years off all you want and come back and still get beat up. They're killing you, man. I mean, what happened to the street smarts? What happened to strategizing? What happened with coming up with a plan that makes sense to everybody? So they can say, oh man, so-and-so, he made a smart move. I can see why he got up out of the sport. I can understand what happened. But it just seems like you just came out of nowhere and said you're retiring. Like it doesn't have the same shock and awe value, bro. Shout, it's a bad look, man. It's a bad look for you because you're basically doing something that has no shock value. What I mean by shock value, it's like you want it to be something that people didn't expect. In the point of them not expecting you to retire, you want them to be and have some type of empathy for you, right? You want it to be at the moment where people are encouraging you against retiring. And what I'm trying to say, you want it to the point where they want to show that they care that you are in the boxing ring. That's not what we're getting right now. We're not getting that, Devin. Bill, you know we're not getting that. Come on, man. Dial it back in, Bill. All that street smart, man. Dial it back in, man. Y'all looking bad out here, bro. Dial it back in, shawty, for real. Y'all need to dial it back in, have a conversation, and get back into the groove where people can't predict your next move or something, man. Dial it back the fuck in, because it seemed like, man, one person is just broken y'all up. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they was talking about, okay, y'all had a tough fight with Lomachenko, but Ryan Garcia just came in. The same person, Devin, that you jumped in the ring after he beat Luke Campbell. Y'all need to find a way to dial that shit back in, Bill and Devin. You want to talk about the brothers? You need to dial that shit back in to all of us look good. And you represent everyone that looks a certain way, that looks, you know, like it should be when it comes to dealing with tactics. This ain't no game. You're dealing with a situation where you definitely have to use the P's there, Bill. Proper planning prevents piss poor performance. You have to look at it that way, bro. For a long time, people thought you was in control of everything that you needed to be in for your son. Now it just seems like Ryan came in there, and as Shot News would say, broke y'all up, man. Broke y'all into pieces. Man, y'all need to goddamn reform. You know what I'm saying? Generate that energy that you need. Put your minds together and find a way to get Devin back in the position. I understand he's trying to go up there potentially and fight Mario Barrios or something. 147 pounds. Cool. That'll be his third division for him to go up there and contend for the fight. I was thinking more so, Bill, that now that, you know, okay, let's just say, for instance, hopefully Devin get his freaking loss overturned. Okay, let's start there. But I'm looking at it like, I'm trying to figure out if the news is true that he's gonna vacate his WBC super lightweight title, then hopefully you all are able to get the fight with Mario Barrios, and you go up there with a new type of energy. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's been people that say this about you, Devin, that you grew up with a silver spoon and you're a spoiled little kid at heart and all that. You don't have a bad bone in your body. And then the sparring come out. You do have a bad bone in your body, bro. The sparring session you and Tank had, man, you was showing that dog. Where's that shit at with Ryan, bro? You was showing you had that dog, man. You and Tank was going back and forth. You was showing you had some dog in you. Where's that nigga right there, bro? You're going to have to need that the rest of your career. Hey, listen, what's the purpose of Floyd releasing video? You know what I'm saying? He released a video of you and Ryan, and then he released, you know, video of Gervonta Davis and you know, Devin Haney. I don't know what direction Floyd is going in, but looking at that sparring session, you got dog in you. But where was the dog when you was fighting Ryan? What was it? I can't say that you took any type of orders. I can't say that. But I just didn't see the same level of intensity in a fight of that stature. What happened to that sparring dog? No rounds. The fact that you sucker punch, and look, Devin, that's not the first time that I heard you sucker punch somebody. You know what I'm saying? You know, I mean, you got some type of you know, tenacity in you. You got some type of I don't give a fuck about you. You sucker punched them Tank Davis from behind. You know, sucker punched Michael Williams when he was on one knee. I mean, you don't sucker punch some niggas, right? I was just looking for, like, the only person that got sucker punched when you fought Ryan Garcia was you. I mean, why you didn't goddamn dog walk Ryan, bro? I don't get it. I don't get it, big dog. You got that dog in you, man. We seen it after the fact. What's the purpose of putting that shit out? Huh? Like you got some dog, but where is the dog at? Is it back in the kennel? If somebody say get back in the kennel, we'll come back in another 2 years and we're gonna be that pit bull, that mastiff, that Cano Corsa. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Where did the fucking dog go? Did animal control come in the middle of the night and strike that dog? That's all you need, Bill and Devin. Because the shit y'all got going on right now, it looks crazy, bro. It makes no sense. It makes no sense at all. You're gonna retire from the sport for what? This is the wrong time for you to retire from the sport. Because, goddamn it, when you come back, people are gonna remind you as to why you left the sport to begin with. Shout out Andrew Charles in the building. Jones on deck. Shout out to Brittany in the building. That sucker punch was pretty funny, though. The sucker punch was funny because it didn't flinch. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you sucker punch somebody without any preparation, I'm talking about that person is being punched, has no pre-warning, and you punch, and all Tank does is turn around and keep boxing, man. I guarantee you, if Tank would have sucker punched you, Devin, and you wasn't even freaking prepared or braced for that, it would have turned out different. But back to the topic. I don't know. I don't understand. Nor can I see why somebody will allow you to retire and say you're taking 2 years off. Why 2 years? You want to become George Foreman? You want to be George Foreman after taking your first loss, goddammit. Why don't you do 10, Devin? Don't do 2. Add another 8 on that bitch. Do 10 and come back much older and mature and say, now I want to compete for my 3rd division. That's what I want to do. I'm the new and improved. I've been training over there in goddamn Thailand with Muay Thai. I've been practicing on my Muay Thai skills. I'm ready to come back to the sport. They toughened me up. They broke my bones. They took me all the way down to the bottom and raised me up. If you want to go to a foreign country, okay, cool. That may be something you want to do. Go to the foreign country by your goddamn self. Go over there and let them grandmasters, them professors teach you over there, overseas, because they different. Go over there, dog. You think I'm bullshitting, Devin? Go over there. I've been there. Go over there. Nothing to play with. But let me ask y'all this. Am I wrong for looking at it like, bro, is this not the worst time that you can retire? While Ryan Garcia is walking around here just having so much fun? Like, he doesn't have a care. Period, bro. Ryan Garcia is up here laughing at everything. He's going on world tours. He's up there, you know, goddamn starting brawls with Caleb Plant. He's messing with these beautiful women. He was over in Riyadh. What I'm trying to say, he was outside, Devin. Bill, Devin, y'all need to come up with another plan. That's all I'm asking about y'all, man. Y'all need to come up with a different plan. Man, this is not what we expected from y'all, man. Especially you, Bill. Man, you're the pilot, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're the pilot, man. You're the one who's supposed to have all the answers. You're the one that was born before Devin. You're the one that was raising him up to take a different direction, to be one of the greats of the sport, man. Dial it back in, dog. Fuck entertaining these niggas that's trolling you online, man. Who don't nobody give a fuck about your troll game? Y'all need to understand, how do you all recover from Ryan Garcia forcing you into retirement because he popped dirty and y'all don't like about the lack of attention that is getting and the severity? I mean, you can't go up here and act like, okay, I only been in boxing this long, but you're pushing for a lifetime ban. This sound crazy, bro. You know goddamn well he ain't getting no lifetime ban for no ostering. Come on, ostering. I mean, man, people say, hey, you know, I mean, what is ostering? You ask somebody who don't know, what is ostering? Oh, is it a spice that you put on raw fish? Is it a seasoning? Is it ostering? Is it a theme park that deals with marine life? Dolphins, sharks, stuff like that. I love ostering. I love to visit ostering. Seems like a freaking carnival, a theme park or something. Shout out my brother, Mr. Gumbo, aka Hot Grease, in the building. What's good with the Gumbo? What's good, Mr. International Toby Bartlett in the building? What's good? I can't read off all your comments today because it's hard for me to see. I have my prescriptions on. Those of you that feel some type of way about me wearing shades. I get migraines from, you know, bright light sometimes. So these shades are prescription. They're special shades. I know they don't look that way, but they are. I'm just in my mobile headquarters, that's all. I just came out today and got some coffee. Some coffee. But back to the Haneys though. You know, It's not a good look, brother. And I want you to know that it is black people out here that support you. Now, the amount of support that you may be satisfied with to get you to think that, oh man, you shouldn't be worried about that. You should understand there's people out here that's saying, okay, Devin, let's get back into it, man. Come up with a plan, get with Pops. And 2 years after sport ain't it. They're gonna dog you, bro. They dogging you right now. They're gonna dog you, bro. You take 2 years out from the sport at the hands of Ryan Garcia, that shit would never leave you, bro. Just like people talk about George Foreman, they always talk about how he left the sport. Don't do it, bro. Don't leave the sport while Ryan Garcia's out here having fun. Walking around here like he innocent. Walking around this motherfucker like he never did anything wrong. You know what I'm saying? He walking around here like, God damn it, what he said, his shit was contaminated. He ain't walking around here giving anybody the impression that he knew ahead of time. It was premeditated. Pretentious. He's not giving people that. He's out here showing his face, keeping the same schedule. He ain't giving a damn about none of that what y'all talking about, bro. And that's why people mad and they feeling some type of way, you know, if they team Haney. But y'all should understand this right here. That's not going to change anything. All you can do is hope for this week something positive come out of this shit. That's all. You can hope something positive come out this motherfucker. You know? That's all I can tell you. That's all I can tell you, people. Y'all better hope, and hope some more that Team Haney changes up this bullshit for real. Y'all do not, Devin does not need to retire from the sport 2 years at the hands of Ryan Garcia. It's not a good look. It is not a good look. Don't do it, Devin. Look, the effect that you want to happen, like it's gonna bring you more fans, it ain't gonna happen, bro. They're killing you on X. Just stay the course. And if Mario Barrios is who you want next, get Mario Barrios. Don't take 2 years of your 20s saying I'm leaving the sport, and then you have to be forced to come back because you missed the sport. You find out you're not relevant. Then when you finally return from the sport, they remind you as the reason why you left the motherfucker, because you didn't have enough heart to stay in the fight. You know what I'm saying? Like the controversy was too much for you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you gotta stay in the fight, bro. You gotta stay in the fight. You can't let them run you out like that, man. I thought the Haneys was much more street savvy than that. And you don't let a motherfucker run you off the block. And that's exactly what we see what's going on right now. Don't let this nigga run you off the block, man. That shit don't make no sense, Devin. And Bill, you know it don't make sense. Don't let no spoiled ass freaking kid who's saying he's 25 and he having a problem functioning in life with 100 million in the account. Don't let him run you off the block. Don't let him run you off the block, bro. Everything the Haneys has worked for. Your ass go into retirement just for a total year. And it's at the hands of Ryan Garcia. They'll never let you live it down. I'm just being honest, man. Never. Y'all hold it down. Enjoy your Juneteenth. I'm out.